Hi, it's Tony at Casa Esmeralda. Just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I'm just chilling, doing some work today actually. I am out chopping firewood, getting ready now for Christmas Eve, doing a little bit of house cleaning, walk the goats again. So, and if you decide to get goats, that's another story because they will keep you up early morning hours into the afternoon. And if they're not satisfied, they'll keep you going until this up. I scratch my nose here a little bit. I just see that from cutting trees. Not happy with still chainsaws. Lucky I speak German fluently, so I have called them. They said they can't help me over Christmas. They're going to help me after Christmas. The saw is under 2 years old, and the crankshaft on the saw broke right off. I was just doing regular sawing work and it just broke. So hopefully they can help me. I can send it off to Germany. I've been looking at other Italian saws where I can actually get parts and refurbish. And as you can see behind me here, I've been hand cutting firewood. So I got a lot of stick wood in there. And if you notice, my house was really dark before. And so I did manage to get some Ikea Husinji, which is really cool. The spotlights now, and I can really sort of light up my centerpiece of the house is my big stone fireplace. And when I load, I only need to load it basically once with a pile of firewood. And this thing will keep warm all night long. And for the first 3 hours, it'll just radiate tons and tons of heat into the house. And I got my ceiling fan on, so got my ceiling fan on, and that will basically, I haven't used the pellet stove much actually this year. I bought 5 bags of pellets, and I've actually been using them in the fireplace. So after the fire kind of dies down, I throw in a shovel of pellets, and those pellets, they will burn all night long, which is really cool. So anyways, yeah, so just kind of chilling out the winter, not using the pellet stove much, using my main resources from my yard and that. So, and it's really cool because before it was really dark on one side of my house and my kitchen was really lit up. So sort of living in this stone house, but it's hurricane proof, it's tornado proof, and it's a little bit earthquake proof. It's better than a wood house. I do not have insulation in my house, as I said before, but that is all good. I just keep stoking the fire all night, and then, I wake up in the middle of the night and I throw some more wood in there, because I do have a lot of wood since I have a forest on my property, which is pretty cool. So anyways, I'm just going to turn a light off here. I'm going to turn some lights off here in the house and sort of power down the electricity so the solar can charge itself, because there's only like an hour of light. I think the solar is already fully charged because it was sunny today, and it was 22 degrees midday. It was almost 21, 22. And then the wind came now and it went all the way down to 18. And I'm kind of in my Farmer John, my winter Farmer John out here, and all the chickens, I just let the chickens out. So I did another goat walk because the goats need to be walked 5 or 6 in the morning. So the hens are here. I ate a few hens because when you're hungry and you live off the land, you need food resources and things like that. So I don't think I'm going to be eating a hen for Christmas. The reason why I ate the hens is because they were there were some of the hens were fighting in the coop, and I woke up in the morning or later on, and they just ended up killing each other. A few hens ended up killing each other after some fights. And then one time some wild dogs came by here too, and they attacked them. So they didn't eat the hens because I got it in time. There was 2 hens. So like I said, like I don't like killing animals and things like that. All the hens that I ate were just the act of nature itself through some other thing. And if it happens again, if another hen gets in another fight, but I think they're pretty content. But since I figured out now that I have 3 roosters, they're gonna also get into the fight, and I'm just gonna, so all around I actually have Hansi, the big rooster here, and I have Hansi, the big rooster, and so he's gonna get into a fight with the younger roosters, and about summertime or pre-summertime, and then I'm gonna come home maybe one time, and I'm gonna see like one rooster dead, and then I'll eat the rooster, and I think that's the best way. So I had like 23, and I think I'm down to 17 or 18 in total in the flock, which is okay, and I hope I don't lose any more. But I got 2 eggs today, and I got 2 eggs yesterday. Also been eating oranges, navels, mandarins, tangerines now, and it's just been fruit like for 5 months, and no olives like over the winter. Last year I had olives already over the winter too, which was nice. And then the goats are scrounging for food, but there's lots of food out there, but they don't sort of free range. And Pippi's been doing the birds and bees with Ziggy, and Ziggy's actually the perpetrator, and he's been doing birds and bees with Pippi for about twice a day. And I looked online, and sometimes you get like 2 kids, like 2 baby goats. So here comes Ziggy in here. So you're gonna get at least 2 baby goats per year if they're doing birds and bees like Ziggy here, like twice a day. And there's possibility of 3 goats, but anywhere between 1 and 3. Normally 2 is pretty well normal around here. And that chicken coop is getting pretty warm there. I did only 1 cleaning, and I just keep piling the hay on top, and the chicken mist on the bottom seems to be giving off the heat and keeping the hens warm overnight. They seem to be sitting on the hay. I just keep piling the hay up in there, and I put some more hay down in here. So it's all good. See, as the wind picked up, so I can use a little bit more electricity today. I got my electrical bill because I've been doing solar heating. I've been heating my house with a box heater, a large 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt box heater. You can change the dial on it, and so that means that my solar heating is running really good today, because the wind generator is running gently off and on. It's generating anywhere between 50 watts electricity, maybe up to 200 watts here if it's just turning like that. So little drips of electricity going into my grid, and if I'm not using it, then it goes on into the electrical grid outside. The hay has been okay. The goats were eating a lot of hay, and then I also went and got them organic feed from one of my neighbor farmers, and he doesn't spray. So I was figuring by now I would at least have gone through 1 round of hay, of straw here, but I haven't gone. I'm actually surprised, because last year I thought I used more, so this will be all good. I can use this for spring planting and things like that, just kind of ride out the winter now. It's been a warm day, but the last week was cold. This is the Mediterranean. They have temperature inversions, and night times will get like really cold, down to 6 or 8. I think like there was one night there was like 5 degrees Celsius, and then some days if the weeks go on, they get like really sunny and sunny and sunny, then the temperature just keeps going up. So that's the Mediterranean. This is held up well too, this tractor shed. So tractor's running really good. I really like it, enjoy running that Fiat. There will be more videos coming up, and possibly if I don't get a chainsaw back in time, because I need to do work around here, and I need to do work and sell firewood and things like that, to have some type of income or support myself or sell wood, because I do have oak trees and things like that. So I did find an Italian company, and they're very good on their chainsaws are very good. I'm not very happy. I've had used other Stihl equipment here before, like auger, like the drill posts, and my weed whacker is also Stihl, and I use it like every month, and I've had no problems with it. It's just the chainsaw. There was one thing last year with the FS261, and that was the electronic ignition, and this year now it's the crankshaft, so which is broken. I still have well water, and that thing is really filling up good, pretty high. This is kind of left over, this block. I was looking today, like the fennel, and this is ginger right here. This guy, this is not weed, this is ginger growing. So this is really cool. I got a piece of ginger because I planted some ginger in here, and I did some in the greenhouse. And ginger seems to work out in sort of warm winter temperatures. This is all fennel. Then I've been eating this fennel, and this is the rapa in here. So this is all rapa and fennel growing, and it's absolutely delicious. And I've been eating chicken soup now for 3 months every day. Chicken soup and pasta, chicken soup and potatoes. There's more potatoes coming in here. These are garlics. These are all garlic in here, and more garlic and garlic and garlic all growing. So, you know, there's a few things. The chickens, they love this clover. I picked some clover for them out of my garden. It's all part of the cycle of nature. I give some clover to my chickens here. They're sort of on their winter cycle, where they're looking more for seeds and things like that. So let's go look in the greenhouse, because it's a warm day, and I'm going to open it up because I've been waiting for Dave for this for a while. I didn't want to open up the greenhouse. So here it is. 3-month winter food supply on demand. No supermarket or anything. Just plant a lot of seeds, and when it grows, when you see like leaves popping up or anything edible that's a vegetable, especially in wintertime, just eat it and keep eating. So I did plant a lot of seeds. I didn't just plant rows. I just kind of had a handful of seeds of everything. There was like beets and turnips. There was more rapa. In the back, I think there was like more potatoes, and then there was also carrots. So, and I think I put some ginger in here or somewhere. Kind of, I don't really mark or keep track of a lot of things. And then these are the bananas. And the tomatoes died already first week of December. So first week of December was when I ate my last tomatoes out of here. And it's kind of funny because I just harvested radishes from the natural garden. I harvested radishes the other day, and 1 tomato, and it was green. But this is a real surprise with these bananas, because they just really took off over you know, like over a 3-month period, and for like 1 month I had nothing, and then all of a sudden first week of September, so I think I got them about first week of August, I planted it for 1 month and nothing, and then like after a month I had this little sprout come out, and so it was like July or something. So some of these are almost over. There's like one here that's almost over 2 meters. These are the banana argento. And I think they're just trying to hang on now. They're kind of being crowded in here. There's some fennel back there. So this greenhouse has to get organized. I still have red hot peppers over here. I'm going to try to be really gentle. See there, I still have red hot peppers, which is really nice. So I gotta be careful. The goats, they will push and eat anything. They will push on any door, as they've done with my with the root cellar door. They've pushed that off. So now they're on the greenhouse because they will follow you around. So you have to be very careful with them. And if they're not happy and they haven't been walked for 2-3 hours a day, they will do crazy stuff. So, and now Pippi's on the orange bush. So I've eaten a lot of oranges up here. Just like an orange. Ziggy, can you get off, please? Can you get off? So, you know, they kind of chill out just like dogs after a while. Goats are like very large dogs, I've noticed. I'm gonna get some more because it's really, so I do have an orange. I have a navel orange growing here. This is dead winter now, like we're getting on to ready winter time. It's just started December 22nd. So I have oranges growing here. I'm just waiting for this guy to get a little bit right. But down there, down in my orange grove, I have lots of oranges and grapefruits, which I've been eating. And that's going to last me well into March. So another 3 months of that. This back garden is kind of at a standstill, but I'm not too worried here about frost. I don't think it's going to really snow. It was not like a cold winter like last year or the year before. The weather's kind of done an opposite. It was really bad in the fall here for 1 month, and there's some carrots. There's some carrots growing in here. So there's some carrots growing in here, and I planted like 2 packages of carrots. So I'm not too worried if anything's gonna happen. I'm gonna have carrots in the spring. So, and the flowers are still blooming. For some reason, they're slowly dying off, as in the other day. But these flowers, they just make my day. So wintertime in the Mediterranean, the hammock's still up. I was thinking of taking it down, but I haven't used it, and I was like, well, if I take it down, then comes pre-summer, June, I'm getting to put it up again. June, I'll start sleeping outside again for sure, all summer. Curious. So there we go. These radishes, these white radishes that I did in, where was it? In the seed flat, as I said before, I don't like the seed flats at all. So the radishes I did in the seed flat, they were like nothing. They were like nothing for so long. And now all of a sudden I'm getting this. And I'm like questioning, well, what is this? Or something, is this radishes? Or, you know, like the white bulb radish I was hoping to get for winter time. They call it Barba Bianco here, and I really like that. And they don't have any this year. I guess because it's just the weather. So it's been all good. I'm just gonna let this hang. There's still like 1 tomato here, but it's rotten. But this is nature's gonna take care of this. Like, you know, I could all tear this down and everything, but nature will take care of all of this. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm just worried about the hose now here. But all the herbs are here. So I'm trying to grow my herbs to this full maximum potential as they should be. Like some of these are like I have neighbors that have like parsley bush, and I have neighbors that have like basil bushes, like actual real bushes, like small trees. There's like rosemary in the back there, and there's the aloe vera is also in the back there, and that rosemary that's here, that was just a little one, like 2-finger thing. I did a video on that. There's like the oregano that's here. So I just really want to grow up most of my herbs for the summertime when I do my salads. And tonight I'm going to be having Sicilian sausages, potatoes. I already had pickled, I have pickled zuccolongo, like my salad, zuccolongo salad. I have that pickled in jars, and I'm going to have that, and some nice house wine from my neighbors and things like that. So, and there's some cheese and things like that, which I'm going into. But so the only thing I really had to buy in the grocery store today, and this was the thing about living off the land, was the cheese. I bought a bottle of wine. It was like €1.65 for a really good bottle of South Italian wine, and the Sicilian sausages. So, and everything else I'm just gonna be eating from here, right? Because this is where I've been eating from. And this, like, even if you put a handful of seeds, so all this stuff in here on the right size, like all these leaves and everything, except for the potatoes and the turnips, are not edible, right? But in the ground they are, so that's all good. And these are baby potatoes. They will not grow very big in here. The potatoes that I'm eating also from are like from the bin outside here. And the dogs have come by because they know it's getting down to dusk time, and they're saying, whoa, we're gonna have something nice to eat today. Yes, we're gonna have sausages today, guys, from Sicily. Oh, we got a mature rooster already. Look at that. So we got one of the new roosters is already doing birds and bees with one of the hens. You know, so it's a different. This one's the black ones are the Australorps, and then the brown ones are the Italians. And Maria's gone too. So some of the hens did not, the new hens did not like Maria because she was kind of the leader of the coop, and she laid me hundreds of eggs. In the 2 years that I had Maria, she laid me in the hundreds. It was really nice to have Maria around. So that's the cycle of life. I think that when you have a farm, your animals are just meant to die, really, and to be processed, and sooner or later they are going to be eaten by something, an animal, or something that's going to come along, or, you know, that sort of, it's all the cycle of nature. So, but the goats are happy with their new home. I think they really like it here. They like me, don't you, Pepe? Huh? Don't you like me? Huh? Yeah, you're gonna say hi? Say hi to everyone. This is, yeah, say hi, huh? This is Giuseppe here. Oh. And Bruno's coming in here too. Oh, Bruno hears something. Giuseppe wasn't feeling too good today. This morning he kind of had a little bit of a upset tummy. But we were just down there with the caroube trees, and all the animals, so the goats and the dogs all had the carob bean, which is actually medicinal. If you got an upset stomach, the carob bean is off the tree, is very medicinal plant. It's a very medicinal food for upset stomachs. I've had upset stomachs before, and I've used it, and boom, it works well. Like you have like one carob, it's pretty powerful stuff. So I think they're all okay. There's this is actually from the goat feeder, and the goats are not eating really the crumbs, and the chickens are getting in here now into the chicken crumb. So kind of wind is throwing some stuff around a lot. What are you doing? Uh-oh. We got a little bit of a trouble here. Bruno. Bruno, come here. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. Bruno. Bruno. Bruno, no. Sweetie. No. Don't do that. Bruno. 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 No. Bruno. Bruno. No. I got it. There we go. Into the garbage that goes. Just an old rag laying around. It must have blown off something. You say hi to everyone, huh? Say hello. Say hello. Say hello to everyone. Everyone's coming up to me, huh? No. Okay. Giuseppe's the one that's really been behaving around here and taking it easy. So the goats have been really trimming on my trees a lot. As you can see, it's got the trees got the nice round bulb figure. Like the leaves are not really hanging to the ground anymore. So they're really doing a nice job of trimming, which I'm happy about. It's less work for me. So that's what my goal is here, to get more goats, and they will do most of the bottom pruning of the trees. And also you get a lot of the olive trees, they grow extra shoots and things like that. So, and if you want to buy olive shoots to grow olive trees, I can send them in the mail. That's no problem. So this is the new goat room that's in here, which is the root cellar, and the goats have been spending their nights in here in the root cellar, and the wood pile is getting low. So when it gets down to like 2 wheelbarrows there, I'm gonna have to force myself to get a chainsaw, because there's no way to keep up the work even with the farm tractor and doing that. So and the bees have been okay. Like I saw there was also another sunny day, and I saw like a few bees flying in and out. So here in the Mediterranean Adriatic Ionian area, we have bees that kind of live out the winters all winter long, except when you have the one day of snow. Okay, so a bit of a long video on everything, a little bit of how I'm doing and exactly what's going on around here, sort of a vlog, just to get in touch, in tune with winter, and just take it sort of one step, one day at a time, every day. It's nice to have a nice day like this here, and my goats are jumping on the house. He was on the roof of the house like about 2 weeks ago, so that's why my car is parked further forward. Okay, anyways, this is Tony at Casa Esmeralda. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I still hope to make that marmalade video on oranges. If I get around to it, I was planning on making a cake tonight. All these things you want to do, but when you live alone, it's kind of hard to do so many things in a day, and then you just want to sit down at the end of the day, and it all starts over again at 5 a.m. with the goats in the morning. So if you like my channel, please do like and subscribe. Thank you for those who have liked and subscribed. hit that like button below. I appreciate all the comments or the questions. If you would like any food like oranges, or you would like olive sprouts, or anything really that I grow, or eggs, or chickens, or organic chickens, and all these things that I want to do sell to people, please do send me a comment, or if you have a question. I hope I've inspired you to go outside, to do some gardening, to live off the land, to plant and grow your own food, and all these things that the nature can provide with you. So take care. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and bye for now.